you're in pain, time is of the essence. You want to get out of pain as quick as you can, and you don't want to have to run from doctor to doctor, only to find out that surgery is the only answer. Sometimes surgery is not the only answer. I'm Jim Masters reporting from Lawrenceville, New Jersey at Performance Spine and Sports Medicine. This is a non-surgical orthopedic institute that provides a multidisciplinary team approach to pain management, sports medicine, chiropractic, and much more. And they do it all under one roof with non-surgical treatments.
Patient-centered care is the way we feel all orthopedic care, and in fact all medical care, should be delivered. The patient is the focus of the entire program, from analysis to treatment. Patient-centered care specifically is putting the patient first, and that's our major push here at Performance Spine and Sports Medicine. The motto, get better faster, stay better longer, is something that we implemented early on at Performance Spine and Sports Medicine. Patients want results, they want them fast, and they want them to last. The education that they're getting here seems to last. They're actually doing their exercises at home, and that's because we're bombarding them with the integrated care. They're hearing it from their physical therapist, from the chiropractor, from the medical doctors. So the retention is significantly higher.
One of the advantages of the multidisciplinary approach is you don't have fragmented care, you have coordinated care. So you might see a physical therapist at one office and see a chiropractor at another office, and you have a medical doctor that's coordinating your care at another office. It's very difficult for those three practitioners to communicate, and oftentimes you don't get the best care that way. In this office, all three of us are under the same roof, and we regularly meet to discuss each patient's individual problems and the best way to address them. That way we don't overlap some of the same types of treatments, and we're best maximizing the patient's time as well as our time.
What makes Performance Spine and Sports Medicine a good choice for many patients who have seen many doctors in the past is the fact that we try to strip down as to what is the most appropriate treatment. So for instance, many doctors, because they are of one particular specialty, they only think of one tool to treat a patient. So for a surgeon, it's surgery. If it's a typical pain doctor, it's going to be injections. We try to have much more diagnostic precision in terms of what is causing the pain. So we're all about what is the diagnosis, what exactly is going on. And number two, we offer not only the current treatments as we know it, but we offer some of the most cutting-edge treatments that are available and that we offer to patients.
In the past, I've had experience with physical therapy. It's not so much that I didn't like other places I've gone to, but the fact that you have the doctors, the acupuncture, the physical therapy, the chiropractor all in one place is amazing for somebody like me who needs all those services. I don't have to go to 3 and 4 different doctors 3 or 4 different times a week to get the service that I need.
One of the things I noticed about here that was a little different is pretty much, I could Google things and get the similar kind of programs I was getting elsewhere. And one of the things that was different here was it was a program that varied through the weeks, and these were some exercises that I was not familiar with before. And the other thing that really struck me, I think, that's been working is it's not necessarily just the area that you feel the pain. They're addressing stuff above it, below it that seems to impact it, and that's where I feel the big success has been. And I would recommend that, and I have recommended co-workers to come here. One of my best friends has been here for different leg issues, and he enjoyed his stay and had progress as well.
My experience here has been very different to my many other experiences for so long. In fact, my life has turned around and has changed because I feel much better. I have the confidence. I found doctors that just have different ways to approach my pain and how to deal with it. They're positive, they're professional, and they care, which was the main thing really that kept me here. Everyone has always a smile, and it's the different therapies combined. I haven't found it anywhere else anyway.
The fact that you emphasize a non-surgical approach, I would imagine must put the actual patient at ease.
At the end of the day, I tell patients the bulk of orthopedic surgery is elective. You know, it may not be as elective as, say, a facelift, but it is ultimately elective. It's most orthopedic conditions we treat are not life-threatening. Many people live with these conditions. The surgery is by choice in many ways. So having the risk of surgery is a real risk, because there's risk of infection, there's a risk of post-operative complications, and patients don't really want to deal with that. So we offer that alternative, safe alternative to some of the surgical treatments. What most patients don't know is that, and depending on the studies that you look at, over 90 to 95% of orthopedic conditions do not need surgery. Another study looked at primary care patterns in terms of when a primary care physician or other sports medicine doc would recommend surgery. They would recommend surgery in up to 20 to 30% of their patients. So there's a disconnect. We see studies on one aspect saying, well, only 5 to 10% actually need surgery. And then in common practice, 20 to 30% of typical patient gets surgery. If you look at our practice, less than 5% ultimately get surgery. So that's, I think, a big difference as well.
Before coming to Performance Spine and Sports, I went to a spinal surgeon who immediately said for me to have spinal surgery, which I did. And it helped for about 6 months, and then all of my injuries came back with some more. So then I was looking for non-surgical treatments. Since I've been coming to Performance Spine, my experience has been amazing. They've helped me non-stop. Before I came here, I couldn't walk. Within a couple months, they had me doing spinal decompression, epidurals, and they all worked. And now I'm in PT, and I'm in better shape than ever.
The technique we use here in the chiropractic setting, the chiropractic section of this office, is called Chiropractic Biophysics. Chiropractic Biophysics is the single most researched technique within the scope of chiropractic care in the whole history of the profession. Chiropractic Biophysics is structural rehabilitation of one's spine. This goes very well in this type of format because we have doctors of physical therapy that do functional rehabilitation. So the two together are complete rehabilitation of the spinal column. That is rare in rehabilitation facilities. Usually some facility has one or the other, but rarely do you have both under one roof.
Physical therapy at Performance Spine and Sports Medicine is different than other clinics because of the integrated model. Patients here receive care from different disciplines, which really allows them to benefit from the expertise of many different types of specialists. And it's in that integration of care that patients really find the best results. So for example, in the rehabilitation department at Performance Spine and Sports Medicine, patients receive functional rehabilitation from the physical therapists as well as structural rehabilitation from the chiropractors. And when those two things come together, we really start on two ends of the same spectrum and we meet in the middle. And so when patients receive this structural and this functional rehabilitation, they receive the best outcomes and they're able to leave their care at Performance Spine and Sports Medicine and have a higher quality of life that lasts a long time.
When I first came to Performance Spine and Sports Medicine, I liked the fact that everything was going to be right here for me. I liked the fact that the doctors were going to be working together with one another and talking to each other so that I could get the best possible help. I feel that having the doctor here as well has also been beneficial. I really like the care that I've received. I feel like they really care about me and trying to make me better. When I began working with a physical therapist and chiropractor, I was just amazed with how much better I started to feel. The other day, in fact, I was amazed at the energy level that I had. I really feel that I'm going to find the permanent solution to my problem here.
Patients will receive at Performance Spine and Sports Medicine really an unparalleled experience. Patients have come to us after being to other clinics, other physical therapists, other specialists, and what they receive from us is a one-on-one treatment that they really don't receive elsewhere. Every patient will be on the table with a physical therapist with one-on-one care, manual therapy techniques, massage techniques, active release techniques. different types of modalities and treatments that they just don't receive elsewhere. Consistency of care is our greatest focus, because that's really what gets a patient better, faster, and stay better longer.
At Performance Spine and Sports Medicine, we're using the latest in cutting-edge medicine. Not only are we 100% electronic, including our electronic medical record, from scheduling appointments to delivering care to billing, we're using the latest in technology for not only diagnosing medical conditions with electrodiagnostic testing, diagnostic musculoskeletal ultrasound, but also in the treatments that we're offering. So all injections are guided by either ultrasound or X-ray guidance called fluoroscopic guidance. So no procedure is done without direct visualization, and that's something that not many practices are doing.
What do you feel separates Performance Spine and Sports Medicine from the competition and the other facilities that are out there?
We offer something unique enough that it offers patients a lot of hope. I mean, a lot of physicians out there, unfortunately, have given up on patients. And I see it time and time again. And we provide something unique and different, and they say, you know what, doc, you've given me a lot of hope when other doctors have truly given up on me. So that's really from a patient experience side, that's what sets us apart from other practices.
What I want people to leave with is that they had a great experience that they would want to recommend their own family members. Word of mouth in today's society means a lot. They're going to be telling their friends and their families and say, you know what, my injury to my ankle wasn't as bad because of the people at Performance Spine and Sports Medicine. They made it enjoyable where I was scared because it affected my lifestyle, it affected me going to work, it affected me to raise my kids, it affected my job. But they made it manageable for me to say it was okay. And that's why we use get better faster, stay better longer.
So as you can see, it's literally all under one roof. The caring, the commitment, the passion, and the expertise. It's Performance Spine and Sports Medicine in Lawrenceville, New Jersey. I'm Jim Masters.